On a freezing day in The Hague, the type when fingers and toes go numb, there was no lack of feeling in these protesters' hearts. The pro-Palestine rally emboldened by what was going on inside the famous court next door.
It is changing the course of history, I believe.
It will set a precedent for the future.
I do have still faith that this might turn the tide.
The landmark case at the International Court of Justice drew supporters from both sides of this war. Families of Israeli hostages travelling to the Netherlands to be a voice for those still held captive.
People are talking about what Israel is doing, but Hamas is committing crimes against humanity every day.
The Hague, heavy with history, was overflowing with fresh pain. Dutch officers were forced to intervene as protesters clashed outside, while inside, the wheels of justice took a turn, headlining this war.
Please be seated.
For months, the world has watched in despair as thousands of Palestinians have been killed and hundreds of thousands have been displaced, starved of food, water and medicine. South Africa says it amounts to genocide and is urging the court to order an immediate halt to the attack on Gaza.
For the past 96 days, Israel has subjected Gaza to what has been described as one of the heaviest conventional bombing campaigns in the history of modern warfare.
To support its argument, this video was played in court. Israeli soldiers singing their slogan that civilians, not just Hamas fighters, are involved. Israel has slammed the allegation as atrocious and is set to argue self-defence when it presents its case next. A final decision on whether Israel is committing genocide could take years, but the court could rule fairly quickly on South Africa's request for Israel to suspend its military operation in Gaza. However, the court does not have the power to enforce its decisions, so Israel could simply choose to ignore the outcome. Russia ignored a similar ruling to stop the war in Ukraine, but Human Rights Watch is hopeful Israel would respond differently.
The fact that they are here and that they are represented and that they are presenting their case is significant.
The word of the world's top court would add significant weight to the mounting pressure on Israel. Court will resume here this morning and it is Israel's turn to take the lead. It is their chance to present their case. We're expecting it to be a defiant showing from Israel. If yesterday's response was anything to go by, the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that the South African case was full of lies and hypocrisy, that the world had been turned upside down. Israel is taking this incredibly seriously. They have hired top lawyers to defend them, experts in genocide. We don't know exactly, of course, what they are going to say, but it is widely expected that they will really focus in on the brutality of those October 7th attacks which Hamas had inflicted on Israel, and we're also expecting that they'll place a lot of blame on Hamas for putting their infrastructure so closely to hospitals, to hospitals and schools in Gaza, leaving those communities vulnerable to strikes.
Lisette, thank you.